Oh my god. Oh, all right, we are back with the project of all projects. This is a late 90s 9.2 Gordon & Smith that has clearly seen some better days. It's mostly delambed on the front and the back. But the goal is to try and peel off all of the fiberglass without ruining the foam underneath, giving the foam a light sand to kind of get rid of all of this yellowing, and then reglass it and see what we got at the end. It's going to be a project. I've never done anything remotely close to this, so here we go. Okay, so I sanded for a couple of minutes and just to kind of give it a test to see, and I think the best way to do this is going to be sanding both sides kind of equally from top to bottom along the rails so I can peel the whole thing. So let me show you. So I started along this rail kind of all the way across. I got kind of some chunky areas here which are probably going to be a nightmare to deal with once I want to get like this whole rail off. I don't really know how I'm going to do that, but I started from the tail on both sides and I started sort of peeling up, and you can see as it sort of goes up, if I have a straight line here, I kind of stopped. I want to restart here, but I mean, you can see it'll start cracking all the way up and across the board. So I think the goal here is going to be come around on this side and go all the way down to the foam, or at least just to the glass. This is a lot more brittle without all the resin there, and try and find as even of a line all the way down the rail as I can so I can peel it off of both sides pretty easily, because I mean, this whole part of the board is so delambed that I think if I just found a middle point, you know, all the way through, I can kind of just open it up like a clamshell. So that's kind of the thought process right now. And I'm just going to keep sanding, trying to find that middle spot to just kind of go all the way down the board on both sides and see if we can get the top and bottom off super clean. So back to it. See what parts need to dig a little bit more, and even trying to put the blade through this part, you could just sort of tell I haven't really cut it enough yet. So this whole part though came up pretty well. I mean, I already peeled this back pretty far. So yeah, I think it's good to be able to feel that, and once I kind of get that, it seems like this whole part will sort of clamshell off that half, and we should be able to get it all the way down to the box on the other side. So I'm gonna keep going. Just got off this huge piece. Looking at the foam now, we are in trouble. There are bugs in there, huge in here. Some of the rail didn't come off really so clean. We're definitely getting there though. I mean, this is coming off slowly but surely. I think it's really good to kind of just pick a spot and just stick with it all the way down. I kind of sanded through some spots a little too much. The shape is probably going to change a lot. This is super rotted up here. I mean, this whole part is broken. So yeah, I don't even know if this is going to be salvageable once we get to the end of it, but I'm going to keep going. I think we'll be able to do something with this. There's a huge repair right here that is really on there, so I think I'm gonna have to sand through some of the glass up here. I mean, you can just hear how dense that is compared to over here. But we're getting there. All right, we essentially have half, or a little bit more than half, of the bottom of the board with the glass taken off. I mean, this is interesting. Those are old dead bugs. This looks like it's broken off, so I gotta be super careful up here when I flip it over. I mean, it definitely didn't come off the cleanest. This was an old repair. It looked like this part of the foam, I mean, that's a big chunk. So I think it'll definitely need to be filled. This ripped off a huge chunk. I didn't even see that. And then the stringer down here kind of got pitted out. And then this repair, whoever did this repair, kudos to them, because that thing was on there. I was hoping the original signature and everything would still stay and kind of be legible. I'm gonna see if I can maybe, like, I don't know, put some, like, spray something in there or something, maybe see if I can get it to kind of stick out a little bit. So I guess you could see it on an angle a little bit better. But I want to see, I would love to keep that, but I just don't know if it's gonna, yeah, I just don't know if it's gonna work, but we're gonna keep going. It's too late now. I don't know what that's gonna look like. I mean, you could see how absolutely destroyed that is. What's gonna happen once it comes to shaping, if it's just gonna be a little wonky or if we're gonna have to fill it, or you know what the deal is. But for now, let's keep going on the bottom, and then hopefully we could just rip the top right off in one big piece when we're done. That'd be so satisfying. So on to the other side. bottom half of the board. All the glass is taken off. This side definitely went a lot smoother. Couple rough spots, but not nearly as deep, not nearly as many. I think taking my time sanding a little bit deeper and kind of creating like one line that goes all the way across down the rail was definitely way better. This was jacked up, but this was like this before that. So the fun part now is I'm gonna flip it over and see if I can do the entire deck in one shot, because I don't know if you remember, but this whole middle part of the board is de-lammed. Like most of the middle of the board is de-lammed. So I'm hoping I sanded down the rails enough on both sides for me to be able to just peel it off in one big satisfying piece. So let's go see. Right, if I could actually get this off in one piece, I would be so satisfied. I think there'll be a couple spots left over in the rail, but a little nervous. Can we see this? Yes, we can. All right. Where's the D-lam start? The D-lam starts here. So once I get to like here, it should just whoop right off. So let's keep. We hit some D-lam on that side. Let's see if we can get it over here. Yeah. Oh shit, that's not good. Oh my God.